be selected in this one, and we had a total of over 30 players being selected by the foreign scouts that graced the occasion. The occasion was actually meant to select and give sign-off fees to players right here in Port Harcourt, and we saw that coming to a close sometime last week. Now, OPM Football Club itself won the prize money of 1 million naira. HLHA won the second prize, the runner-up. They lost to OPM Football Club by 4-2 on penalty shootout. It finished 1-1 on full time, and they lost on penalty shootout. So they carted home with 700,000 naira, while the top prize, Erema Jackson, got 500,000 naira as their own prize money. But the beauty of all of this is the fact that about 30 players were selected that will be plying their trade in different club sides in Europe. We had personalities like former Nigerian international Emmanuel Amonike was there. We had John Obu, the former under-20 national team coach. He also coached Sharks, back then Sharks of Port Harcourt. He was there, and a host of other dignitaries that grace this occasion to make sure that these footballers will have a place to stay. Now, we are very particular about this one because it has to do with the youth. Like, you follow Sport Daily, we do a lot of things that have to do with the youth because this is our own give back to see how the youth can be actively engaged. Yeah, we'll be covering this one for the past weeks, and now it has come to a close where the prize monies have been given and players also selected. Apart from the male, we also had the female players being selected that will go straight to Europe and start playing professional football.
Well, Didi, what interests me more in this selection process is not just a tournament. It's a scouting process, a scouting competition where, like you mentioned, over 30 players were scouted and already signed. This is a way to really encourage these youths. Starting from the scratch, send them abroad, get the dynamics in football, and we see them excel. So for me, I'm really, really happy that OPM is not just doing humanitarian work. He's also gone into sports to ensure that he takes the youth out of the streets, give them something meaningful. So kudos to him, and again for the 1 million naira the OPM team won, quite massive. For the second prize, 700,000, the third prize 500,000, quite massive. So I am encouraging every other person to engage in. If for instance OPM selected 30 players and other people selected another 30, another person another 30,
that's massive.
That's massive. I mean, there's no other way of giving youth employment than that.
Than this. Okay, we'll be taking a short break now to give you, when the press spoke to him, the General Overseer of OPM, King Apostle Chibozo Chingere, we're giving you, taking a break now to give you that insight very quickly before we look at Stanley Eguma, the immediate past coach of Rivers United, was also there alongside Emmanuel Amonike and Coach John Obo. All of this we'll be giving you, and we'll be right back.
Well, everything is good. I'm excited. You can see 82 teams, 82 clubs from all over part of Nigeria. Even that goalkeeper that came from Cote d'Ivoire, 82 teams came for this scouting. So I put a tournament. I put the winner, from cash. This is for the first and second. And OPM was able to defeat the whole 82 teams and came out number one. Ultimately, it's God, simple God. So I am not a football fan. Even when I'm small, I don't know how to play football. But I have fallen in love with this football from now. With what I've seen in this tournament, by September, by the grace of God, we should do another scouting. But now this scouting now is this. We want to select the best of the best. You see, let me tell you, some of these players you see can play more than Ronaldo. Some of them can play more than Okocha. but they've not been given the platform. There's no platform for them. They don't know anybody. So this one I decided to use from the offering and tithes and organize this. Both the registration for the tournament and everything is free. The scouting is there's nowhere that scouting is free. Go and investigate. You're watching me. All scouting they do, you pay registration fee. But this is the first time we're having scouting that is 100% free. You don't pay for this. You don't pay for anything. Just come and test your skill. Then I have been organizing scouting, which I bring scouts from overseas, from Europe. They come. Let me tell you why this one is different. Why this one is unique is this. Other scouting this I've been organizing and the people have been organizing all over is this. They come, pick players, talented players, then they take them for trials overseas. I have so many of them I've sent overseas for trials. There is some of them are here. I sent them overseas for trials. Now, the disadvantage for trial is this. When you reach there, during the trial, if you did not perform well, you are coming back to Nigeria. All the flight ticket, everything wasted is gone. I have spent millions, hundreds of millions to send so many players overseas. Some pass, some did not pass. So it's okay. How can we do this better? It's okay. The best way is this. Instead of doing the trials overseas, okay, this is one of the best I sent overseas to Europe. We went for the trials, everything, flight ticket, everything, visa, but the call did not take him. I have to bring him back again, another expenses. This man, it was Dakogo put aside that brought him to me. Dakogo put aside, honorable Dakogo put aside, brought him. I took him. It did not stay. So now it's okay. Now this one now, I know the money wasted. So now instead of that one, let us bring the club owners here. It was not easy. It was not easy. We bring them here. They do the trials in Nigeria. So no more going to try abroad. You need to try in Nigeria. You select the player, give the player contracts. So if the player is traveling already as a professional player. So from Nigeria, a player that never played before become a professional player.
Today is the final day of this event, but knowing it that I have to come all the way from Owerri to Port Harcourt and to assist in this kind of event, I think it's worth doing, and I'm very, very grateful and privileged to be here. So I think what I can say about this, myself, I'm a product of grassroots football, and after playing for so many years and then having this opportunity or privilege to watch the young ones playing, for me is an honor, and I will always cherish this moment. I will always encourage the young ones, because not only just playing football, I can tell you today I think we have been here almost going to 4 hours, and you can look at the numbers of crime rates that have reduced at this kind of event. So I think the important thing is, we encourage our father, for having the guts to do this. Not everyone you can see that have that charisma or that kind of ambition, to encourage the young ones. But I think he has done so well, and he has done very, very well, and we say very big congratulations to him. I think we encourage everyone, sport and football, plays a very vital role in our society. And when we dive into it and really understand the process and the procedure, what it takes, and the advantage and disadvantages that are involved, I think it will really help us. Of course, I will encourage everyone that loves football, that loves sport, not only football. We intend to emphasize on football. We have other sports, and whomever that is, interested, to encourage on that, I think it's a welcome development.
Because right from the onset, I welcome the idea when our father, Your Royal Majesty, brought this idea. We all welcomed it and encouraged him. Out of nothing, is doing it just for charity. I want to give him kudos. I also want to thank my colleagues, Coach Amonike, and Coach John Ogu, who is now the chairman of the club. for all their time and the resources they are putting to be here today. It's a thing of joy having them. They have made their mark in Nigerian football. Having them here to grace this occasion. And I also want to thank the organizers of this competition, especially my brother, Mr. Manuel, who have been here, who is a masterminder of all this, everything here, and the scouts who have come all the way from Europe, another part of the world, to help us, give these young lads, way in their career.
Well, I think what I'm seeing now is better than what I've been seeing. This is not the first time I've attended to this kind of program, and more especially organized by OPM. And you know that I believe those first ones were just used to really understand what the system is talking about, recruitment of players living here to abroad. From the ones I've seen before, this one looks more realistic, and I want to believe that we have gotten to the end of the tunnel, at least to be able to benefit from the investment. Well, if you see what they are playing, I was asking my colleague, I said, I hope I'm being permitted to also get a good player from here. But that must be after the choice of the reason why we are here.
Okay, welcome back. You're still watching Sports DD Live, reaching you from this channel. Now, the president of the Bava Football Academy in Lithuania, Dambrokos Salia, was also in attendance. This also goes to show that Port Harcourt, the River State capital, is safe. To our own understanding, he's been here for the past 2 or 3 weeks, for this scouting tournament. It shows that in Port Harcourt, we are very, very safe, Kelji.
Exactly. Despite some issues that we'll be having, Port Harcourt is 100% safe. For everything, business, sporting activities. We've seen so many people come into Port Harcourt